Well, without further ado, Christian, it's time. It's time. Go ahead. Give us the vibe rankings. Tell us what the vibes are telling you this week as we go into week 2.
Okay. Wasn't a fan of the names this week. Vibrating. They just didn't. They didn't. I didn't. We didn't. We weren't vibing together with the vibe rankings, at least for the names of them. But I think you'll like this one, Jay. I think you'll like the tiers. And here we go. Starting at the bottom in shambles. Three teams here: the New York Giants, the Carolina Panthers, Miami Dolphins. Who? What other teams in Week One had other than these three had the worst week one?
Oh, I don't think there is one. Like these were 3 teams that, like, you could talk about the Saints, right? You could talk about
Mm,
the Browns but like these were 3 teams that looked totally lost,
yeah,
totally lost.
like Giants going for their third straight year of not scoring a touchdown in their opening game. Carolina and Bryce Young in that offense. They're probably going to be looking for a quarterback in this upcoming season in Miami, just getting embarrassed in Indianapolis and Daniel Jones. Just a shame. And, we're already talking about Mike McDaniel and hopefully Chris Greer getting fired later in this year and, Tyreek Hill getting traded. So, yeah, all of these threes in shambles. Next tier up, just one team in here and should be 1-0, and it's the Cleveland Browns. We already talked about it. Holding your division opponent and Joe Burrow being that quarterback that you held, that his offense, who's supposed to be like this prolific offense, scoring near 30 points a game, held them to total 7 total yards, and you don't get that win there. That's just tough to do. And, that's just tough. And yeah, that's why they're bottom here.
Yeah, that game. I've watched that game. I watched it when it happened on Sunday, and then I've gone back and rewatched it. It's hard. It's a hard watch because they really were just beating the brakes off of the Bengals, and to lose it the way they did. What I think that I'm sorry, I know I'm spending a lot of time, but there was a
No,
stat. It was like they lost 93% of win probability on 3 plays. It was the missed kick, and it was Joe Flacco's, 2 interceptions. They were not his fault, but it was the 2 interceptions that Joe Flacco technically threw. So should be 1-0 is 100% correct.
but still at the bottom. Like still at the bottom here. Business as usual. New Orleans Saints didn't expect much from them. They did score 13 at home versus the Cardinals. I guess could have was a closer game than probably it looked, but yeah, business as usual. Probably not expecting to do good this year, but a tinge better than expected, I would say. And then next tier up, we got. I'm worried. I'm worried
Mm-hmm.
about all these teams. So we got the Bears, Seahawks, Lions, Texans, and Patriots. For the Bears, Caleb and that offense, can can we can we get something positive to look forward to? Seattle should be 1-0. I think Sam Darnold played a pretty solid game. It's just that offensive line and that weird fumble where just bumping into his lineman and then that caused them to fumble and they lose the game there. Lions just getting demolished by the Packers. A little worried about them. Can they get back to being that dominant trench, like dominance in the trenches there? Because that's how they made their money. You, they ran the ball with Knuckles and Sonic, and
Mm.
then you can hit him with the play action under center. Jared Goff really loved that. He's not a shotgun quarterback. I mean, they'll play shotgun here and there, but I think he likes working under center, and they couldn't do that against the Packers. Texans offensive line defense looks great, but can they protect CJ? Can they run the ball? If they can't, this is going to be a tough season for the Texans. And then the Patriots, disappointing. I didn't have them making the playoffs, but I had them like right there in my mind as like almost the 7th seed, being like 8, 8 and 9 or 9 and 8, and just missing out. So Kind of disappointed by them from this week one. Moving on up, we got looked good in the loss. These teams look good in the loss. The
Okay.
Jets
Okay.
should have won. Probably should be 1-0. And they looked good. 30 points. Justin Fields looked good with pressure, without pressure. They were moving the ball up and down the field. Yeah, they looked really good. Tennessee Titans. I know it wasn't pretty, but I think
Cam
Cam
Ward,
Ward
that
showed
guy.
Cam Ward showed he could ball. It's just his team and his head coach failed him. It is failing him.
Yeah.
And then Falcons. I thought Michael Penix had a decent showing. They need to get Bijan going more. Obviously, that's going to be interesting to see on that offensive line. But I think defensively, not too bad. And yeah, so looking forward to Atlanta. I'm excited to continue watching them.
Yeah, I loved with their defense. Like again, still work in progress, but
Yeah.
their defense looked really good. Like it showed me flashes. They got a lot of good pressure on Baker Mayfield in that game. So
All right, next tier up, we got to be continued. We got the Arizona Cardinals, Jacksonville Jaguars, Pittsburgh Steelers, Indianapolis Colts, and the Washington Commanders. I'm still wanting the Commanders higher. I'm it's just really unfortunate that my Giants were really bad, and doesn't look like doesn't look like they're still the same old Giants, but they got a big game against the Packers, so we'll see how they fare against upper echelon team in the NFC. So I'm excited to see that on a short week. So we'll see. Hopefully Jaden can do some magic. Colts, gotta call a spade, and they whooped the Dolphins' ass.
oh, they did. They
They
did.
whooped the Dolphins' ass, and they made and Daniel Jones looked like a future Hall of Famer from that performance. So.
I mean, he is a future Hall of Famer. So please show
So
him
I
some
had to give
respect.
him their props there, but we'll see how that continues when play play a good team because we're not a good team. Pittsburgh, I don't like. Look, it was nice to see Aaron Rodgers. He kind of got a flashback to the old Aaron, but I'm still not impressed. He's not mobile. He got sacked 4 times. They didn't run the ball particularly well. Are they gonna? Is this the new Steelers? I don't think so. I don't think they're gonna be averaging 30 points. I think they'll be lucky to be averaging like 24, 23 points a game. Like, let's pump the brakes.
Let's pump them.
Jacksonville, they played Carolina. They
But they
played the
look
Bengals.
so good.
They looked good, but they were playing Carolina. And as we just talked about with the Panthers, they ain't got a quarterback. But they looked good. And don't get me wrong, um, I had Jacksonville making the playoffs this year. They got a good test here against Joe Burrow and the Bengals, and we'll see how they match up to a team that a lot of people were kind of betting on making the playoffs. And Joe Burrow, we all know what Joe Burrow represents. And
Should
then
I
Arizona,
call it right now? 40 points. 40 points today for the Jaguars this week. No, I don't know. 30 at least, though. 30 at least. We're calling it right there. 30 at least.
We're calling 30. We're calling a 30 game. All right, and Arizona will to be continued. Kyler usually plays well in the beginning of the season and then dips off toward the back half. All right, next tier up. I mean, you won, so you're 1-0. Cincinnati, Denver, San Fran, Rams, Raiders, Bengals. You put up 17 points. I know it's a division. You put up you were supposed to be this prolific offense last year and this year, and you put up 17. You got the win. You only put up 17. You only got a field goal in the second half. Denver, that was abysmal. What happened this past
Their
Sunday?
defense was phenomenal. Now
their defense was good.
How
But
dare you?
Offensively, that was garbage.
Bo Nix was horrific. I mean, he was absolutely terrible. I mean, the worst quarterback in the NFL last week, despite the fact that, like, all in all, he had very clean pocket. He had great time to throw. I mean, he was he was second in the league in pressure rate in terms of the least amount of it, time to throw, and he was horrible. I mean, he was absolutely horrible. So I do agree with you on that.
San Fran, a lot of injuries, kicker, special teams issues. They just got a new kicker, and but they still got the win though. But it was not pretty, and injuries all like all throughout that team. Rams, they got the win there, but I'm not impressed. Stafford did get sacked a bit. He had a good game statistically, but that offensive line is a concern. They didn't run the ball particularly well, and Matt Stafford is up there, and I think the back is an issue. And if he continues to get hits, I'm a little nervous about the Rams. But that defense did look good, so I'll give them that. And the Raiders, I mean, Gino's cool. I like Gino. Alshon Jeffrey didn't have a great game. I don't think that defense is particularly good. They were just going up against a Patriots offense that looks like it needs to be put back in the oven a little bit more. It needs more time to cook. All right, next one up was Jerry cooking, and it's just the Cowboys.
He tried to tell us.
Jerry might have been cooking. I came out of that Thursday night game pretty surprised. I was like, oh wow, they played way better than I thought. Had a chance to win it there if Miles Sanders doesn't fumble, and even with the fumble, if CD caught it, like catch a pass, like we're probably having a whole bunch of we're having a different conversation, and Cowboys would be a lot higher. So they got a game against the Giants. They love beating up on the Giants. You could put the league on notice, like, hey, we got into an inferior opponent. We're in this thing. Next one up, I like this. The Bucks, obviously, big fan of this team. They weren't at full strength. Tristan Wirfs wasn't there. Chris Godwin was out. But I like Emeka Ibuka. And I think defensively, as long as they're just average, I think they'll be solid. I really like this team overall. And then the Vikings, I like what I saw. Like, I think they were kind of confusing with Brian Flores in that defense. I thought they were kind of confusing Caleb there. And they looked really solid.
That defense still looks like it's going to be a problem.
Yeah.
Especially like this week against Michael Penix, who has not.
I think we can see him. We can see him struggle. All right, better than I expected. Got the Packers and the Chargers here.
Perfect.
I think they blew a lot of our expectations away. They blew I didn't expect the Packers to blow out the Lions. Did not expect that, even with the addition of Micah. But hey, they look great. Jordan Love didn't put the ball in harm's way too much. He got a little like that, but they were able to survive. And then the Chargers, week 1 in Brazil on the road, like not even on the road, in a neutral site, beating
technically
a team
on the road.
technically on the road, beating the Chiefs, and Justin Herbert playing well, 300 yards and all that stuff. So yeah, could be better than expected. And then absolute cinema, we got the Bills and the Ravens. I know the Ravens lost, and they blew another double-digit point lead. They had a 99% chance to win or whatever, 98% chance to win that game, and they lose it. But I still like this team. Derrick Henry, Lamar is good. Defensively, they got to get some things fixed, obviously. But I'm feeling pretty good. I'm feeling pretty damn good if I'm these two teams here.
I will say, like, I was putting together my top 10 teams, and when I got to trying to figure out where I should put these teams, I was literally like, who cares? Who cares? That game was just so, like, I don't even care who won. I don't care who lost. Like, holy moly, that was amazing. Anyway, that's all I wanted to say.
And then last one, there can only be one. Then these teams are playing this upcoming week. Going to be excited to watch that game. Tom Brady's going to be on the call. It's on Fox at the 3:25.
Oh, no.
Yeah, this is probably the game of the week.
Dang, the Chiefs are going to lose. Tom Brady is in the building. We know
Is
what
that like
happens to Patrick Mahomes when Tom Brady's in the building. He
whatever?
loses.
Is that like an actual like proven stat?
I think he's only won like I mean he wins in the regular season. I guess that's fair. He's won in the regular season, but Tom Brady blew him out in the Super Bowl. Tom Brady was on the call during this last Super Bowl. Just Tom Brady shows up, Patrick Mahomes melting down. So I don't know, but Christian, as always, a great list, phenomenal. The only change I would have, I'm not worried about Seattle. Actually, Seattle showed me something. Seattle,
they did? What'd they show you?
Their offensive line was not great, but it was not bad. Sam Darnold played very well. I thought Sam Darnold, like I've seen that. I've gone back. I've actually seen that game like twice now. Sam Darnold, I thought played pretty well. And I think that defense is going to be a problem for everybody who plays it. Seattle, like, don't sleep on Seattle. Like they got a tough game this week. They're going on the road to play Pittsburgh in Pittsburgh. Like that's cross country trip. You're playing in Pittsburgh. Like that's tough. But like don't sleep on them. Like even if they don't win a lot of games this year, that's a tough out. That's going to be a tough out this year. But really, I like everything else. The Broncos are way too low. They should obviously be in the second tier. But, it's okay. That's okay. No list is perfect.